Hello, this is Ben Wyatt, WFN mentor as well as instructional designer. In this video tutorial, we'll learn how to complete Activity 2 within this particular online course. So our assignment for Activity 2 is to go into the course shell that we've created in Activity 1 and to push out the Wiley Plus content. So basically what we'll need to do is once we log into the Blackboard environment, we'll click on our Courses tab, and basically that gets us back to the main directory or the main page that we always see whenever we log into Blackboard for the first time. And once we click on the Courses tab, we'll go to the course shell that you're currently working in. And on the left-hand side, you'll see a button labeled Content. As you can see, there's a kind of empty white box or gray box, which indicates to me that there's no content within that particular button. So our first step is to add content to that button, therefore giving us the opportunity to push out Wiley Plus to this content button within the navigational menu. So once we click on content, that takes us to another page where we can actually add a syllabus if we wanted to, but for this particular video tutorial, we'll click on Publisher Content. And once you put your mouse over Publisher Content, choose the option Wiley Plus. That takes us to a page where we are prompted to enter the Wiley Plus product ID number. This information can be found within the Activity 2 lesson. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that product ID number. And it's very important that if it's in caps, use capital letters. If there's spaces, make sure you have spaces. If there's no spaces, make sure you don't have any spaces within this particular ID number. And that way, if you keep everything to a T, you won't have any issues linking up the two. And once you enter the product key, you'll be entering the same product key on your end. Click Submit. And as you can see, it's successfully found that particular textbook, the Carpenter book. It even gives you the title of that particular book. The final step for this particular Activity 2 is click Submit. Basically, Wiley Plus wants you to provide some user privacy information, which is totally fine. You can either agree or do not agree. I'll click Agree. And basically, the final step of Activity 2 is to launch this. Once we launch it, that Wiley Plus material will be available to me as well as my students within this particular online course within Blackboard. As you can see, it might take 10 to 15 seconds to load that content, so it's very important just to let the computer do its thing and load that content. And once it's loaded, we'll be able to log out of the Blackboard environment and move on to our next activity. Once again, once the content is loaded, we'll have another accept statement to agree upon, so I'll click on accept. It basically provides me my user information, and we'll stop here for this activity. So basically, I can go ahead and start adding content if I wanted to, but for this demo, I'm just going to return to Blackboard, and that will take me back to where I just came from and allow me to add Wiley Plus materials to this particular sample course. And that's where one of the later on activities will pick up on and start adding the Wiley Plus material from the Carpenter textbook to this course shell within Blackboard. So once you see this success, Wiley Plus product ID is saved, you're good to go, and that completes your steps for Activity 2. If you have any questions, concerns, or issues about this Activity 2, please reach out to your instructor for this online course. Thank you.